Righto everybody, what we're doing today is we got two different water filters that we're going to test out, and what you're looking at now is one of those brown bags. It's a canvas pre-water filter or pre-filter, and first time it's being used, so I've just got it soaking in the dam. This is just a dam. It's actually it's fairly clear, but it's very highly tannin soaked. So you can see the bottom of the dam in the sunlight there. The water is pretty clean. I think you're just going to see reflection there. The water is fairly clean, but it's definitely heavily tannined. So that's my bag there. And we got my mate's one hanging up over there. You know what brand yours is? Yeah, I don't know what brand his is, Hectacon or something like that. So that one's his. And this is one of these Browns ones, made to the same pattern as the original SAS one. So anyway, I'll get back when we're actually filtering some water. What sort of filter have you got? Hey? What sort of filter have you got? That's a Heck brand. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to be using the Sawyer Mini to filter my water, but again, these bags are just the pre-filter bags. Cool, thanks. Righto, so what I've got going on here is I brought two bottles. So I got a Coke bottle and a lemonade bottle. Lemonade bottle is going to be the clean water, Coke bottle is going to be the dirty water, and I've got the bag hanging up with the Coke bottle underneath it, collecting the pre-filtered water. Then the Sawyer Mini screws onto the mouth of the Coke bottle. Then with a push feed or gravity feed, whatever you want to do, then it will filter through the Sawyer Mini into the other bottle, and that's how we get our filtered water. So that's the plan anyway. And we're probably quarter of a mile. Jesse, get away from it. We're about a quarter of a mile away from our little campsite, so we're gonna leave all this stuff hanging here. Hopefully it doesn't get pinched, but should be all right. And we'll come back down here, and what do you reckon, an hour? Yep. We'll come back here in an hour and see if it's all filtered through. Okay, looks like the dog's trying to be a camera hog and stepping on everything and ruining everything. Okay, see ya. I'm just filming now, hang on. Righto, so all I've done now, we're about to head off back to camp. So what I've done is, because the dog knocked over or moved the bottle before, I've just sharpened up a couple of little sticks, put them in the ground, made some little supports for the bottle, and I got 3 sticks there. One's a Y stick and it's just extra support, so it shouldn't go anywhere. This is going to be a long process, so this is more if you do have time, you're going to set up camp somewhere like that. You know, we've probably only got 100 mils of water there, not even, and it's already taken like 10 or 12 minutes, so we'll come back here in just over an hour and see how we're going. We'll go cook a feed, I reckon. Cool. Right everyone, got the A4 Fresno lens. Just gonna see if we can get our fire lit today just from this thing. So here we go. Got smoke already. We got flame. Ooh, 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 ooh. Throw that down there. This on there. Looks like we got fire. Cool. Rightio, this is what, about 2 minutes, 2.5, 3 minutes, no more, since lighting the fire. It's kicking ass now, so we'll just get a bit of heat in there, then we'll get the barbie plate on, start cooking. Cool. A little bit. Okay, this is an hour later, and this is definitely a very slow process. We've probably got about just over half a cup of water, maybe 3/4 of a cup. That's a 1.25 litre bottle. So, yep, this takes time. Rightio, we found before that it was dripping really slowly, so we've tipped it out. We've got a spare bottle, cut it off, made a funnel, and just dropped it into the bottom of the cut-off bottle. And we've actually found, because these are both new bags, we found if we sort of manipulated the bottom seam, gave it a bit of a massage, it tends to flow a bit better. It's dripping a hell of a lot faster now, so we'll come back in another hour or so, or after our feed, and hopefully that works. That'll give us enough water to drink or something, make a coffee with. Okay. And just another little handy trick for the players out there is you can, if you get your plastic sort of bottles, if you take the lid off, you can roll the bottles up, push all the air out of them, put the lid back on, and they vacuum seal and they stay nice and small. So you can pack these away, fold them up, put them in your pack, and they take up less room. And then just give them a blow when you want to use them for water or storage or whatever you want to use it for. And then again, you can just do this multiple times. I've done this heaps of times in the past. That's what I do with my water bottles when I'm out hunting, to stop the water sloshing around and making noise. As you drink out of your plastic water bottles, you do exactly the same thing. You just fold up the bottom until the water reaches the lid, then you put the lid back on, and then the water stops sloshing around, so less chance of the animals hearing man-made sort of noises. Okay, cool. And we'll just check on the water again. Still dripping a lot faster than it was the first time around before the manipulation. Cool. Here's our fire sizzling away, our food sizzling away. We got some gourmet 4 pepper sausages, 2 rations of bacon, and some hash browns. Lunch is nearly ready. Okay, so we've come back. We're going to harvest our water now. Still not a terrible amount, like it's probably close to a cup's full. Still got a little bit of that tannin stain, but I think the tannin staining is going to be really hard to get out of it anyway. And the drips have slowed down. One every like 4 or 5 seconds it slowed down to. So anyway, we're going to harvest this now, take it up, put it in a billy and boil it and make a tea or a coffee or something like that, and I guess pack up and head home. Okay, so we've come back. We're going to harvest our water now. Still not a terrible amount, like it's probably close to a cup's full. Still got a little bit of that tannin stain, but I think the tannin staining is going to be really hard to get out of it anyway. And the drips have slowed down. One every like 4 or 5 seconds it slowed down to. So anyway, we're going to harvest this now, take it up, put it in a billy and boil it and make a tea or a coffee or something like that, and I guess pack up and head home. Right, so we got our pre-filtered water. We've got the Sawyer Mini screwed onto the top of the Coke bottle. Now we'll just go upside down into the clean bottle. Just give it a little bit of a squeeze. Put it on the ground here. Watch out. The full tannin stain hasn't come right out. What I might do is I'll just crack the vacuum seal on here again. That should help with pressure a bit more. And that's us probably, that's a 1 litre, 1.1 litre bottle, so we got maybe what, 700 mils of water ready to go. Cool. Here's our fire sizzling away, our food sizzling away. You got some gourmet 4 pepper sausages, 2 rations of bacon and some hash browns. Lunch is nearly ready.